Dave Dally for WestSalemBusinessDistrict.com. I have with us here West Salem High School football coach Shawn Stanley. And Shawn, just kicking off our season 2013, how do you feel about your team?
I feel great. You know, our freshman guys are out here going right now. Got a great freshman staff. The first thing I'd say, I got great coaches, great help. So I feel good. You know, we got great kids that work hard. So very optimistic.
Fantastic. Looking around the league this year, having seen everything happen last year, what do you see upcoming for this league out here?
Well, you know, I think there's some very talented teams. You know, a balance, maybe a 4-team at the top, and anybody has a chance. I don't want to count anybody out, but McNary probably has the most returning talent for sure. You know, Sprague's always going to be good. They're kind of like us. You don't ever have any reason to not be. Pretty good football team. Got good kids that are willing to work hard. But I think McNary's kind of talent-wise at the top of the heap, and then I think, you know, us and Sprague and South, and then you know, I love the work that the guys at North and McKay do too. So you never know.
Fantastic. And prepping your kids this year, have we done anything different to get them ready, or new schemes, or what's your plan as far as preparation for the season?
Well, you know, every year we're gonna tweak our basic schemes a little bit to fit our talent level. You know, our freshmen are out here in one scheme. You know, the blocking schemes and everything for the big guys up front is similar, but you know, we got to get the balls to the best players and not be locked into one system where maybe it forces not your best guy to have the ball. And so, you know, at all three levels, we'll have a different look within a, you know, there's some consistency to the framework, but we try to fit our talent. So this year will be a little different in that way. You know, last year on defense, we had two giant 320-pound D tackles. One may play for Eastern Washington as a true freshman against Oregon State next week, and the other one may start for Riverside Community College down in California, which was one of the top junior colleges in the country. So we're missing those two big guys, and so, you know, rely on quickness and speed a little bit more than maybe we did last year.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And, you know, talking about our community, we've got banners here around the stadium. We've got a beautiful new turf. What would you like to say to this community who's rallied around your football program?
You know, this is home. I grew up in South Salem. Enjoyed my time as a kid, but there's nothing like this community, and I love when you come across the river. You're in West Salem, and we're our own town and our own identity. I know the high school and its programs, not just sports, but music and drama, all the great things, academics, all the great things going on is a source of pride. This field is kind of the athletic hub of the entire community, and so the fact that that athletic hub was made possible by pretty much 100% by our community members of West Salem is a great source of pride.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. And, you know, we've got some young future Titans watching this interview. What would you recommend they do to get ready to someday play for you on this field?
Do your homework, and I mean that. We put academics on a high priority. If you're not going to class and learning and being a good guy, you don't play for us, period. You know, listen to your parents, and I know those are all cliches most guys would say, but we really do mean it. That's our number one mission is, you know, developing young men, better students, better sons, better brothers, all that stuff. And then listen to your coaches and just, you know, keep working. We're watching you. You know, we got our youth teams coming out here in a little bit. We love got Rhonda Kaiser over here helping bridge the gap between our youth programs and ours. And, you know, those truly great programs are consistently good to have that kind of a seamless transition from the youth programs on up, and we're trying to do that. We got great people coaching them, great kids eager to play Titan football, so I'm very blessed.
And, you know, we also like you dress the wives of your coaches because they're probably not going to be seeing them much. What do you want to say to the wives who support behind the scenes of this team of men you put together, dedicate so much for these kids out here?
Well, my wife, you know, I'm not a Facebook person, but I know on the first day of our fall camp, she posted something of a shirt that said "Football Widow," and you know, they sacrifice so much picking up the slack. I think pretty much 100% of our coaches' wives also work.
Wow.
You know, so it's one thing. It's hard enough to be a stay-at-home mom without that, but when you got to go to a job and pick up all the slack. My wife this time of year actually has to get out and do some yard work and all that, which she does a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Know what happens behind the scenes, right?
Appreciate it. Yeah, you bet. It's, you know, I know everyone experiences probably a spouse going on a business vacation for a week. It's like your spouse being gone on a working vacation for about 3 months. And so can't say enough to say thank you to them, and especially when there's no real financial compensation for a lot of these coaches. It's the experience and dedicating their time. We have several guys that are, you know, they use their vacation time in this time of year to come coach because they got to miss work, and it's a pretty special deal.
Well, and you know, you mentioned starting the interview, you grew up in these streets, and there were men who volunteered in the same way, so it's really like a passing on of a legacy of giving back to these communities. Kids could be impacted 5 years down the road because they had this opportunity to work as a team, grow and develop, so it's just a wonderful cycle.
You bet. You know, we had a team building deal last night where we kind of dove in. I gotta get a little dove into some of the stuff that's going through these kids' lives, and it's
not easy.
it's a tough deal. You know, it's amazing that they have have it in within themselves, and a lot of them it's just them that get out here and get here every day. There's
Yeah.
guys that walk from miles away or don't have anything for breakfast, or parent won't come pick them up afterwards, and that's sad to say, but that's
Yeah.
reality in the society we're saying. So there's society these days, and so we're trying to be that bridge, and there's
Yeah.
lots of kids here with two great parents and tons of support, and whatever spot we can fill, whether it's a little kick in the rear end to get
Yeah.
to class and get academically, we try to fill that void. Some of them, it's one giant void. We got
Yeah.
several foster kids on our team, so
That's fantastic.
that's why I'm here. We try not to lose sight of that. I think we do things the right way, or try to do things the right way, and at the end of that, we win games, but that's definitely not our number one mission for sure.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So thank you so much for all you do. I know we're just kicking it off, but I think from our whole community, you're a great example of these young men, and to foster this opportunity to learn so many more things than contact sport, but to be a team, be an example in the community, and rally around, create a little family out here. So for our audiences, where can they get more information to follow the team this year?
We have our website. Funny you say family. Our website is www.titanfootballfamily, all one word, .com. And there's tons of information. There's a newsletter on there that our Booster Club president does. It kind of keeps you updated of the weekly schedule and events they can get involved in. Would love for them to jump on there. There's a contact button for all of our coaches, a contact email for me. If I call a bad play, don't email me about that, okay, on that deal. But, if people need help that are in part of this community with their young people, we're excited and love to help out.
Yeah, fantastic. And thank you. And for everything happening here in West Salem, go to westsalembusinessdistrict.com. And the season's just kicking off, folks. There will be some additional fundraisers will be coming out to you to inform you about that you can get behind this team, this community. Many things were established with the desire to fundraise to kind of make up for some things that advanced that you're able to use today, but fundraising you're going to kind of complete the process. Is that the case?
With the turf?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're open to push it over the edge. It's close. Field turf, and I'm not giving a plug. Probably extended them the timeline a lot longer than they would for anybody else. Just the turf guy is a friend of mine, the head coach at Lake Oswego High School,
Wonderful.
Steve Corey, great coach, great guy. I think he's in our corner behind the scenes, and people are saying, hey, what's up with this West Salem program? We're kind of letting them go farther than most people do, and so we'd love to wrap it up. The resources are here, and I understand, it's tough times for some people. Some people are bouncing back. If you can help out, that'd be great.
Fantastic. So anyway, thank you very much, everyone. It's going to be a great season. Thank you, Coach Shawn. It's going to be a great 2013. Thank you.